in as much as yes, we strive every day to make our hair healthier, to make our hair longer, you should have confidence whatever the state of your hair, whether long or short, even if it's a teeny weeny afro, have confidence. Hi my loves, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. Here in this channel we talk about relaxed hair care, hair growth tips, protective styling, and so much more concerning the hair topic in general. So if you know you're interested in this type of content, please consider subscribing to join the family. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to be a high value woman when it comes to your hair care. So I'm going to start by defining what a high value woman is. A high value woman is a woman who knows her self-worth, who knows importance. Now, relating this to hair care, a high value woman is someone who knows that her hair is important, who knows the worth of her hair, who values her hair, who is serious about her hair care, who takes her hair routines, her hair regimens seriously. That does not mean that you have to have long hair to be a high value woman, whether long, whether medium, whether short. Even if you have a teeny weeny afro, as long as you know the importance of that hair, as long as you know the word, as long as you don't take it for granted, you are up with your routines, your hair care and all that. That is what it means to be a high value woman when it comes to hair care. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how to be a high value woman when it comes to your hair care. And the first one I'm going to be talking about is no bonnets out. Since your bonnets are meant for your rooms, are meant for when you are sleeping, they are not meant to be worn out. They are not wigs, they are not extensions. It is not supposed to be a part of your outdoor dressing. Hair bonnets are made to protect your hair at night when you sleep, to prevent the cotton material from the pillowcase or the bed sheet from drying out your hair, soaking out moisture or causing friction and breakage. This is what bonnets are meant for. They are not meant to be worn outside. They are not meant to be worn in the public. So sis, if you know you've been wearing a bonnet outside your rooms, stop it, okay? If you know you have to cover your hair while going out, there are other methods you can use. You can style your hair using a scarf, you can use a cap, but sis, bonnets are a no-no. Only use bonnets in your rooms, in your bedrooms, okay? Because wearing a bonnet out shows that you don't actually have time to care for your hair, shows that you are indifferent when it comes to your hair. At least when going out, show your head's worth, show that you know the value of your hair. Don't go on slapping a bonnet over your hair, even if you are in a rush. Like I said, if you're in a rush and you absolutely have to cover your hair, you can use a cap, you can style your hair using scarves, but sis, never ever wear a bonnet outside your rooms. Now moving on, the next tip I'm going to be talking about is make sure your hair is well groomed or neatly done. Don't jump up from your bed in the morning and with your bed hair without taking at least even 5 minutes out of your time. You just go out like that. That is not right. Like I said, your hair does not have to be long, whether long, short, medium. Make sure your hair is well grown, make sure it's neatly done, make sure it's detangled, make sure you put in some effort in the morning in your hair care before going out. It does not matter the style you use. Like I said, it does not matter the length of your hair, it does not matter the type of your hair density, whatever category or class your hair falls into, make sure it is well groomed. Even if it is a big afro, make sure it's properly detangled. You can even take it a bit further by moisturizing if you know it's dry. You can use a hair serum to make it look shiny. You know, make sure your hair always looks put together. You can even make this a habit. That's even when you are in your room, you don't always have to put on a bonnet. When you take time, even if it's just a few minutes out of your day to groom your hair, you actually find out that you feel more productive. I don't know for you, at least that's the case for me. So always make sure your hair is well groomed. Now this is going to take me to my next step, which is, sis, make sure your hair is always clean. Like, don't go around carrying dirty hair, okay? I know most times I install long-term protective styles and I can go as long as 4 months with my protective styles, but even though I don't wash my hair while in long-term protective styles, that doesn't mean that I abandon my hair. I have a way of cleaning my scalp or cleaning my hair while in long-term protective styles using methylated spirits and contigo, which I've shared before on the channel. There are other methods of cleaning your scalp if you know you cannot wash your hair while in long-term protective styles, because some people actually wash their hair while in long-term protective styles. So if you know washing your hair has been working for you, fine, go on with it. There are other methods. You can use apple cider vinegar, which has a spray, dry shampoos to make sure your hair is clean, to make sure your scalp is clean. Okay, we always want to get that fresh feel, that fresh look. And if you're the type that uses short-term protective styles, even better, meaning you have no excuse, you can actually wash your hair as frequently as you like, but not too frequently though. I actually do not recommend washing your hair too frequently, because this can actually strip your hair of its natural oils and dry your hair because of the drying effect of the shampoo. So you can wash your hair as frequently as necessary when you are using a short-term protective style. But like I said, if you are using a long-term protective styles, there are other methods of cleaning your scalp. That's if you don't wash your hair while in long-term protective styles. So please always make sure your hair is clean, your scalp is clean as much as possible, okay? Because sometimes even with all the dry shampoo and everything, you may not be able to get everything out when you are in a long-term protective style, but make sure it's clean as much as possible, like the one you can do. It's better than just abandoning your hair like that for months without actually cleaning your scalp, without actually cleaning your hair. So always make sure your scalp is clean and your hair is clean. Now the next tip I'm going to be talking about is have confidence in your hair. When I started this video, I started by defining what a high value woman is, which is a woman who knows her self-worth, who knows her importance, who has confidence in herself. She knows the value of herself. Now we are talking about hair, so all these things apply to your hair as well. You know the value of your hair, the importance of your hair. You should have confidence in your hair. Like I said, it doesn't matter the length of your hair, whether short, whether long, whether medium. Even if you are bald, have confidence. That is what it means to be a high value woman when it comes to your hair care. You know, sometimes I see some people should I say, I don't want to use the word lamenting, but they feel so upset that their hair is not long, their hair density is low. But no guys, that shouldn't be the case. Every hair is important, whether long or short. In fact, you can have shoulder length hair and rock it better and exude more hair confidence than someone who has waist length hair. That person who has waist length hair may not be satisfied, may be upset, lamenting, and not happy that her hair hasn't gotten to like tailbone length or something like that. Now compared to that person, if you have confidence in your current length, that's your shoulder length hair, you are more high value. That's when it comes to your hair now compared to that other person. So in as much as yes, we strive every day to make our hair healthier, to make our hair longer, you should have confidence whatever the state of your hair, whether long or short, even if it's a teeny weeny afro, have confidence in your hair. No hair is useless, okay? Now moving on, the next tip I'm going to be talking about is have a hair care routine. High value women have hair care routines. One of the tips I mentioned earlier was to make sure your hair is well groomed. Now you notice that if you have a hair care routine, you don't even have to put in so much effort when it comes to grooming your hair, because you find out that grooming your hair actually becomes a habit, a part of your hair care routine. Your hair care routine must not be complicated. It can be something as simple as taking 5 minutes out of your time to detangle your hair, like every day or every week, depending on the current state of your hair. You don't have to get all the products in the world, use all the hair tools in the world to actually have a hair care routine. As long as your routine is compatible with your hair, it's beneficial to your hair, it's helping you retain length, it's helping you retain health, sis, you are good to go. So sis, try to have a hair care routine if you don't already, no matter how simple it seems. So yeah guys, those are my 5 tips on how to be a high value woman when it comes to your hair game. So I'm just going to go ahead to summarize them. The first thing I talked about was not using bonnet outside your room. The second is make sure your hair is well groomed. The third is make sure your hair is clean. The fourth, have confidence in your hair. I think this is the most important tip, at least for me. Have confidence in your hair, whatever the state of your hair. And the last tip I talked about was to have a hair care regimen. So sis, that's it for my tips on how to become a high value woman when it comes to your hair. If you watched this video this far and you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here and you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to join the family, and don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.